What's going on, everyone? I am back with another video. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. And in this video today, I'm going to be talking about the top 5 mods under $700 for your Mazdaspeed 3. So today is just going to be a quick little video, no fancy edits, scenes, or anything like that. I'm just going to be getting the information straight across, so let's get into it. So the first thing I'm actually going to be talking about is a steering wheel. So the OEM steering wheel is not necessarily bad, but it does fade after a while due to like sunlight and like dirty hands and all that shit. It's just one of those things where like you're using the steering wheel every single day and you know you want to feel something a lot nicer. And me personally, I haven't even got it yet, but I'm currently in the middle of deciding whether to save the money and go with a guy named Zero Custom Shift Knob or Accessport. But either way, I'm gonna get a nice full leather steering wheel. And that can run you, for American, I'd say like $350 US. But like the reason why I have the price so high for like this video, $700, is mainly for my Canadian guys. Because if you buy like a $350 steering wheel from Accessport, that shit will like add up after taxes, imports. It'll be close to like $700. So first thing on the list is definitely a steering wheel. So yeah guys, right now I'm currently at that stage where you're building the car, but you don't know what to do next. Like I really want to do a steering wheel because like I said, I daily drive the car. I want a nicer feel for the car, and I think it would really be a big upgrade, but I don't know whether to put that money to the steering wheel or something else. So honestly, I'm not sure what I'm going to do next, but yeah. So number 2 on the list is a full lip kit. So I got my full lip kit total, so front, rear, and side, and also the spoiler. I got it all used for a total of around close to like, I think it was like $300 for everything all together, which is pretty cheap. But even if you buy new, you're not really gonna look more than like $500. But because usually like what I do is I usually go for like the cheap lips, like the ones that like won't break easily, like the polyurethane ones. But if you were to go for like a front splitter or like a rear diffuser, something a lot more aggressive and that will cost a lot more, yeah, you're going to be looking closer to $700, so that's why I have it on the list. It also makes the car look like it's sitting a lot lower, which is a nice touch. But as you can see guys, once you get a lip kit, you realize how naked the car looks without it. But yeah guys, definitely a lip kit as your second choice. I'm not sure about pricing. Like I said, it varies whether you buy new, used, whether you go Aero or just like cheap lip kit. But either way, you'd be spending range from like $300 to like $600. So number 3 on the list is getting all 3 motor mounts. So that's rear motor mount, passenger motor mount, and transmission motor mount. What these are basically going to do is make your car drive a lot more solid. It's going to make the motor shake a lot less. So what you're basically going to do, so for the transmission motor mount, you're going to be shifting a lot smoother in gears. It's going to feel a lot more solid. You're going to literally hear the car shifting the gears. And then the rear motor mount, it's going to reduce the torque steer, reduce wheel hop. Shifting gears is going to feel a lot nicer. And then the passenger motor mount, also with the rear motor mount, is going to make the motor shake a lot less. So overall, the full motor mounts, I think you call it like the Trilogy motor mounts because there's all 3. It'll just make the car feel a lot more solid. It'll make the car vibrate a lot more. That's why I said start with the rear motor mount. But if you were to get all 3, I'd say you'd be looking, I'm not sure at the top of my head, I want to guess like $500 to $600. But guys, I'm telling you, it'll make your car feel a lot more solid. All in all guys, the rear motor mount, passenger motor mount, and transmission motor mount will just make your car feel a lot more solid. You're going to shift a lot better, reduce torque steer, all that stuff. The only problem is you're going to get a lot of vibration with that because the motor mounts are a lot more solid, but that's what you get because, you know, race car life. So you may ask, how bad is the vibrations? Well, if you only have a rear motor mount, it's not that bad. Honestly, I have the cob rear motor mount and I still have the stock ones, and honestly, you literally forget it's there. So I'd say for daily, just getting the rear motor mount would be the most optimal. But I know some guys who daily with their car and they have full motor mount, so it's really preference, all like what you can handle on a day-to-day basis. So number 4 on the list, we're going to be talking about an Accessport V3. So I always say this in all my videos, but an Accessport V3 is like the #1 mod you should do for your Mazdaspeed 3. Besides high pressure fuel pump internals, which you should do along with it, but this is going to go over the budget of this video. And Accessport is a must for any Mazdaspeed 3, 6, any of those cars. You'll need an Accessport. Basically what an Accessport allows you to do is monitor 6 different stats at the same time. But there's like, I don't even know what the number is at the top of my head, but I'd say more than 50. This is very useful because you're able to like see how your car's running while it's driving. You can also load tunes, and then you can like check what check engine lights are, all that stuff. So I'm not going to do like a full walk around of like how to use an Accessport, but as you can see guys, right now I got my boost, coolant temp, boost air temp, knock retard, AFRs, fuel pump pressure. You can go to the menu, you can check your gauges, you can check performance, so you can measure like the times, check engine lights, you want to see what it is, if you want to change tunes, and let's say you want to change a map, or sorry, not a map, a stat. All you have to literally do, so let's say boost air temp, let's click that, change monitor, and as you can see guys, there's so many different ones you can choose from, like I said earlier. But honestly, it's just a great investment to have. These go anywhere from like, so used American, or sorry, new American is around like $650, but if you live in Canada, I highly recommend never buy an Accessport brand new. You can literally find any like used Accessport. The go-to price is usually around like $650, $700. So that's right at the budget for both Americans and Canadians at $700. So last on the list we're going to be talking about is an upgraded head unit. So the stock head unit is not the greatest. The Bluetooth is okay. There's always like a second or two of delay. It's pretty outdated for the car's age, and when you upgrade the head unit, guys, I'm telling you, it just gives this whole car like a better modern feel. So right now I have the Ionin head unit. I actually have, sorry guys. I have the Ionin head unit. I actually have a full review on it if you want to check out that video. But as you can see guys, compared to the stock head unit, it just feels a lot nicer. Like you can do your phone calls, you got your Bluetooth music, you got Spotify, radio, you can watch videos on it. It just gives the car, you know, a bit of a nicer feel, and especially from like the stock head unit. You guys know, if you guys own this car and you have that like that stock head unit, unless you're like the 2013 tech package one where like it's a little touchscreen, that one's not bad. But if you're rocking anything else, then you know that it's not the greatest. So this head unit was actually pretty cheap for what it was. I got it, so after imports and like taxes and everything, it was on sale too. It was around $400 Canadian. Ionin isn't like the only brand you can go with. I'm not sure any other like stereo brands at the top of my head, but anything is better than the stock head unit in my opinion. It just gives the car a better feeling, you know, especially if you daily drive the car every day. Anyways guys, that about wraps up my video. It was a pretty short video, but I just wanted to give you guys the top 5 mods under $700. Anyways guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.